Hey, 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 what's going on? Happy Sunday, coming in live from Michigan. Welcome, happy Sunday. Just got back from church, so a little bit on the later end, but I only have a limited amount of time, so I do want to jump right in with today's topic. If you're brand spanking new, like you've never been a part of an episode in the past, first and foremost, it's an honor to have you. Make sure you do drop new in the comments because I have a free protein guide for you that'll help you in many, many, many ways. And I created it for you, and thanks for being a part of the show. It's my way to pay it forward to you. So if you are new, make sure you say that. I always check replay as well. We are live. It's 11:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. So I'm on the East Coast. I would love to know what coast you are on. We're gonna dive right in. I'm gonna kind of be popping around the kitchen, cooking. We're also gonna be talking about the message that I got today. I'm listening to an Audible book right now. Actually, I should probably tell you a little bit about my I should probably tell you a little bit about my background. So I actually struggled for a really long time with just kind of a lot of things. Anxiety, depression, energy, the way my clothes fit. I would go buy new clothes, grow out of those clothes, buy new clothes. And it was like this really big vicious cycle. I ended up breaking the cycle. I went in, I got a full physical, got a clean bill of health, talked to my doctor about all the things that I tried. She came down to the conclusion that I needed metformin, which is a drug to treat prediabetes, but I was not a pre-diabetic. Hi, Kathy. I ended up saying heck to the no to that prescription, and I went all in with Dr. James. Listen, 27, 30 people had recommended Dr. James to me. So I went all in finally with him. I ended up getting his Audible book series from Amazon, listened to it on the way home, and I'm here, the first person to tell you I was not doing the right things. I was buying foods like Metamucil for fiber, adding packets like Mio and Crystal Light to my water, buying cottage cheese that was the cheapest brand. And you're probably like, hey, like what's wrong with that? There's additives in all of those things. I was actually introduced to from my nutritionist an app that is called Yucca. That app, Yucca, I have a lot of family that's over in Europe and Australia, and I realized we're allowed to have additives in our food here. We live in a world where we have a lot of freedom, but we need to do our due diligence. Because even when you're at Whole Foods, there are foods out there that say organic and clean and simple ingredients, and guess what? They have additives that are carcinogenic, causing high A1C levels, causing high EIC levels, altering our blood glucose levels. So I want you to download that app. That's the first and only thing I want you to do today is to go to the app store. It's got like a carrot. It says Yucca, Y-U-K-A. Even if you were to Google, like I was on this show, this girl was talking about an app that scans and tells you if there's additives. There's a carrot on the app. It's called Yucca. Just scan whatever you use at least twice a week. Okay, start with like your shampoos, your conditioners, your mouthwash, then lead on to like the Greek yogurt brand that you buy versus the cottage cheese brand that you buy. Because we cannot put additives into our body more than 20%. Our cells actually stop responding. Our body is very systematic, right? It reminds me a lot of like an Amazon, they have their system of like filling bins and shipping. Our body's the same way. And when we're literally having so many additives in the body, where our food is supposed to be taken and stored as energy or used as energy, it's just storing all over our body in certain fat pockets. It's literally proven. But this can't get out to the whole world. Like, right? Like the industry of, I can't say the word because of Meta, but these people wanting to reach goals, it's become a multi-trillion-dollar thing. We have to do our due diligence. So just get that Yucca app. The book that I listened to is The Obesity Fix. My credentials, I've listened to 40 plus Audible books. That's it. So however you want to look at that, I've listened to 40 of them. I listen to a chapter every day. I've learned a ton. I am the smallest that I've ever been probably since my teenage years in menopause at the age of 40. So take it with a grain of salt or run with it and try to implement them. I'm here to help you. I'm here to give to you what I've learned for absolutely free, and it fills my cup. And I wish there was more people out there, not preaching, but like getting the message out. So obviously it's your basics, like you're thinking your water intake. Water's how you burn fat. but what are you adding to your water, right? If it's Crystal Light, if it's Mio, if it's electrolytes from Target that my dear, super sweet husband bought for me for, whatever it is, like, do they have additives? Because mine all did. And when you scan it in the app, it's going to tell you the additives and then how they're carcinogenic and then all the high pollutions that they have. Okay, so we're going to replace that. At the bottom of the app, they give you recommendations. Something that's really fun is to infuse your water with like cucumbers or lemons or limes, right? Hello. Well, it's more of a perimenopause. My mom actually went through full menopause at the age of 37. So it's a little bit earlier. It's more peri. I actually did like the strip thing, but I'm more of a holistic person. So I deal with those things through holistic approaches, right? There's a lot of them to do. And having the extra weight, of course, my body was extremely tired. Having the extra weight, of course, my feet and my joints hurt me more. Having the extra weight, of course, I had some brain fog. Like all of those things weren't just stemming from, hey, you're in menopause. So your water, have fun with it. Set a timer. Like right now, there's no way that I would have already filled 40 ounces I already drank. Because since I got up, I've had my timer going off. Like literally, I've literally had my timer going off every single 90 minutes. I stop, I drink for 15 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I repeat that all day long. Like it literally in church started vibrating. I had my cup with me, like I swear to you, in church, I stop, I drop, I drink. Your bladder will adjust. 90 days you give it, boom. It's a short-term sacrifice for a future gain, right? I had skin cancer. I reverse engineered that whole process so thickly. Like literally all the stuff I was using on my face, all the hyaluronic acid, all the retin-A, all carcinogenic, all additives, all pollutions. Most of them contain pollen. So again, that Yucca app is going to be your best friend ever. And if you're new, drop new because I have a free brochure protein guide that helped me in many ways that I want to share with you. Okay. As far as your water goes, it's what waters the skin. Pretty incredible, right? You don't need all that moisturizer. I don't have a filter on right now. Number 2, it's how you keep your body detoxified. If you up your water, you might start to see a little bit of some flu-like symptoms. One thing you can do, I'm going to tell you right now that if you're the person who doesn't care if you still have brain fog, this is not for you. If you're the person that's okay with your performance and recovery declining every year, this will not be for you. If you're okay with chronic fatigue and you're just like kind of like in a slump and you're okay with that, it's not for you either. But a trick that you can do in your body is you can realize that you have something in your body called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is what pumps the blood through the blood vessels. What depth is that happening at? What rate is that happening at? Is your plasma going through slow? Is it going through fast? Is it rushing? You can add something called hydrogen. It's a very hot topic right now, to the point where you might go to TJ Maxx and be like, oh my gosh, like here's hydrogen tablets. Maybe I should get them. Take my biggest challenges and my biggest failures and help yourself. You don't want to get that stuff at the checkout, right? You want science, you want clinicals, you want cleanliness. If you add hydrogen to the body, you dilate the blood vessel 10 times 10 hours. Can you imagine the brain fog, the headaches, the blood pressure, the performance and recovery, the energy that's actually sustainable at a no crash level? So make sure you check into that when you get yours. She's like, what brand? I use one that's called Nitro. I don't want you to get anything until you see from the experts the video that shares what's happening in our bodies after the age of 30 and how we can do these minor little things and hacks to get your body even better than it was before you started. Drop the word nitro. Don't waste my time or your time. I'll send you the video. Okay, that's the one I would recommend. It comes in 2 formats. I've got my cans. I'll never stop buying because it's convenient. And I've got my sachet. My sachets are more of, hey, I'm home. I'm not going to do anything with it. Either of them, I would never add ice to. Very important. My nitro, my hydrogen water. I wouldn't add ice to this. It deactivates this. The first ingredient you ever find on anything you're using, it's what you actually find the most of. The last ingredient, the least of. So hydrogen needs to be right here. Lynn, I just screenshotted your name. I will send you that video, okay? You can get it in black cherry. The only can is grape, okay? These are for convenience. This is the same thing, okay? It's the only thing that you literally have an experience with like that. It's not something that has to build up. You literally feel it immediately, okay? Like I've seen people go, my blood pressure was this, now it's that. My hormonal headaches were this, now it's here. I had pain in my feet, now it's this, okay? Drop Nitro, I'll send you that video, even if you catch this on the replay. Number 2 is the protein component. If you are using protein bars and protein powders, they have to be clean, right? Like in the app, Pure Protein, there's 7 additives. One of them is a pollution. One of them causes carcinogenic effects. One of them increases the intestinal inflammation. I mean, like you guys, we have to do our due diligence. We live in the United States of America. We have freedom, full range. There's allowed to have additives in our food. I wish so badly that even like the sourdough bread from Jimmy John's didn't have things in it that inflame the intestinal tract, that reverse, like have these autoimmune disorders that cause psoriasis. But it is where we're at, so we have to do that homework, okay? Protein should be your goal weight. I'm gonna teach you a hack today. The biggest thing that you could ever do is if you're eating something, say it's 300 calories, you always remove the last number. So if I have 300, I take away a 0, I have 30. There should be 30 grams of protein in that item. If there isn't, you should be eating a fourth of that item. What does that mean? A great example, I have an avocado. A whole avocado is 280 calories. I delete the last number, I have 28. I go to protein, there's 4. I should be having a fourth of that avocado. You could still have your favorite foods and have the nuts and the seeds and the olives and the olive oils and the cheeses, but we've got to realize that the only way we're going to hit our protein goal is if we're getting minimal amounts of those foods. And do you want to know why? There's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. 9. Hi, Diana. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of carb. 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. So fats were named fats for a reason. Too much of a good thing is going to paralyze you just as much as it's going to help you. We see people going in and having heart attacks from something that's a good thing. We see people having issues with cholesterol by having too much good cholesterol. We should never have more than 1 egg yolk in a day. What does that even mean? We used to think 2 eggs a day was good. 2 eggs is 12 grams of protein, number 1. 2 eggs is 10 grams of fat. What's 10 grams of fat times 9 calories versus the 12 grams of protein times 4? My calories are trumped by fat. So every time I eat eggs, I have 4 egg whites to 1 whole egg. I pop out those yolks, baby. 4, 8, 12, 16 grams. The one has 6, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm at 22 grams of protein. What's 22 grams of protein times 4 versus the 1 egg yolk that's 5 times 9, 45 calories. Now my protein trumps it. Do you see? So that's the tip for your protein. It should be Yucca approved. My husband, when I met him, he was using canned chicken from Whole Foods. It had a texturizing agent inside of it. He scanned it in the Yucca app, always midday, kind of felt down and slumpy. Noticed a performance in his job. Thought, you know what, I'm 54, turning 55. I heard my wife every day talking about how she scans these foods and literally what they cause, the harm in them. Like I'm straight carcinogenic. Straight, literally high A1C levels, straight type 2 diabetes. This leads to overweight, right? I'm at the doctor's office the other day. A girl's drinking a Celsius. I go, ma'am, let me show you this app. I go, this leads you to weight gain. So here you think you're giving yourself more energy to go to the gym for your end goal to be to get to a goal of something. You're sitting here, you're using this and it's leading to weight gain because it's affecting and altering glucose. It's affecting and altering cortisol. So get that Yucca app, scan it, and do something that's going to work for you and not against you. Same with the protein bars. Pure Protein, horrible, right? But then the Kirkland bars are good. Then you've got the David bars, horrible. Then you've got a decent bar, like that's what matters. I was buying the Quest protein chips. Not anymore. There's an additive in it. I get the wild ones, right? If there's not additives, it's fine. If it's high in sodium, I drink enough water. I use enough electrolytes. So like that's not something I worry about, but if it's got an additive or a filler or a texturizing agent, no way, okay? Cell activation is what I do with every single person. If you get the Yucca app, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now that there's a lot of noise out there. You should not have to have a prescription in order to reach your goal, end of discussion. And if that's the type of person that you are, I'll never judge you, but I want you to know there's a better way. I could not reach my goal for 11 years. I learned about cell activation and now you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's what I did. That's how I reached my goal for the first time in 11 years. Like I actually met it and I'm 40 years old. So again, cell activation, your cocktail looks different than mine. My activation center, it's not a one size fits all. You drop in the comments, cell activation or cocktail. Let's figure out your formula. Let's figure out 3 questions to ask you. I know there's 100 things that you might want right now, but we're gonna niche down on 3 of the most important. We're gonna add in a cocktail. We're gonna activate all the cells in our body that have kind of been shut off. Every time we add in more additives in a day, get the Yucca app, than we do regular food, we are literally taking water and putting it into an outlet, okay? All of a sudden the electricity is lost. Our food is coming in and being stored as fat and not used as energy. If you eat, you should be up and like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to clean. I'm ready to vacuum. So I have to ask you 3-4 questions. I can't just diagnose and to be a diagnostic. Like that's not cool, but cell activation is a naturopath. It activates the cells in your body. You get off of it when you reach your goal. You maintain the efforts as long as your regular food intake is higher than the additives. Right? You're gonna have that Yucca app. So that's the cell activation. That's the cocktail formula. It depends. Do you have brain fog? Is muscle tone something? Right? You shouldn't have to have a prescription though. You should have clinicals behind it, science, third-party validation. What you're using should have been around for a decade. Cell activation has been behind the scenes for a decade, right? So that's the protein part of it. We never want to go without less than 30 grams, meals and snacks, right? My desserts have 30 grams of protein. My meals have 30 grams of protein. Again, if you didn't get that guide to help you, it's absolutely free. Drop free in the comment section. As far as water, we want to have water before we have coffee. We want to drink half of our weight in ounces of water, which we discussed in the very, very front of the call. But we want to make sure we realize that if we do drink coffee, if we do drink alcohol, if we do drink pop, those diuretics pull the water out. We have to add it, hi Mickey, back in. So the real formula for weight is half of your weight in ounces of water plus ounces of pop, coffee, alcohol. Okay? Any more than that is where you come into adding an electrolyte. The electrolytes need to be clean and free of additives. So you can get the Yucca app, search the electrolytes you're using. I'll tell you right now, getting them at the checkout is not the best area inside of Target. But now that you have that app, you now have clarity. And clarity is powerful. And the third thing is fiber. I started adding Metamucil. Did you know Metamucil has aspartame? Did you know it has yellow 6? Did you know it alters sperm count in men? So again, I didn't know about Yucca until I hired a nutritionist, until I listened to 40 plus audible books. All of this was foreign to me. So the cell activation would be number one thing I would put you through. See what formula you need. Drop cocktail in the comments. We'll figure that out. If you find out it's a good fit, not only for you, but for both you and the cell activation, then I can share exactly how you can move forward in the process. If it's not a good fit for you, guess what? Maybe there's something literally out there in my network that I can recommend to you, but I want you to envision yourself now. If you wake up exactly 1 year from today in the exact same spot that you're at, right now, today on Sunday, how's that gonna make you feel? Okay, protein's the most abundant thing made up in our body. You've seen my reverse aging. You saw I had 26 stitches. I haven't had any contour work done to me. I had a C-section. I haven't had any type of sculpting done into my belly area after going from a size 11. Okay, why? Because cell activation, because I've realized collagen's the most abundant protein found in your body. Every year after 20, I become deficit in it. Deficit. It's like living in Michigan and realizing that you need to take vitamin D in the winter. How much? Like, these things are true information, but it's like, then what do we add in? What collagen are we using? I went through 20 collagens and none of them were the right one. So if you're Costco, if you're Target, if you're Sam's Club, that's not where you should be getting it. You should be getting it from a better health food store where you know it's a type 2 collagen. That's the one you become deficit in. It's water soluble, meaning that you absorb it. It should be in a refrigerator, right? You should take out your hyaluronic acid. If you're rubbing it into the face, it's going into the bloodstream. Use organic tremella mushrooms. It mimics hyaluronic acid. So now you're mimicking high Marianne hyaluronic acid using an organic tremella mushroom. It took me 20 collagens to go through to find, yeah, it took me 20, but I didn't get frustrated. I got fascinated. Every book I've listened to, every nutritionist I've interviewed, it's led me to having more answers and becoming closer to my goal every time. Okay, it looks like this. All it is, it's 4 supplements in one. Do not think that this has one supplement. This is not your thing. If you do not care about your hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, skin's elasticity, you don't need medical grade. If you don't care about muscle tone and keeping muscle instead of having it wash away, this isn't for you. The fenugreek in here supports the gut lining. That's supplement number 1. Number 2, it's a medical grade type 2 collagen. Number 3, it's got your organic tremella mushroom already in it. And number 4, it's the only fat burner in the entire world that's patent, called the Morosil. It comes all the way over from our family in Italy, specifically Sicily. They have this beautiful blood red orange. It's got an antioxidant. 94% of people who use it, holy crap, their results. Your mind will never be able to unsee it. So right here, you drop in the comments the word slim or collagen. I'll introduce you to the fact sheet and the science. I want you to see the scientist, not what I tell you, what you see. You'll know 3 minutes in, holy crap, I needed this yesterday. I don't care about those things. Okay? It's got my dose of Amorosil. The number 1 ingredient's what you find the most of. It's a type 2 collagen. It's got the organic tremella mushroom. Fenugreek, 1 tablespoon. Chocolate, this is chocolate mint or chocolate raspberry. This is chocolate raspberry. It's 1 tablespoon. I put it in my coffee. I put it in my mouth. I put it in my Greek yogurt. I put it in my smoothie. I put it in my ice cream. I put it whatever you want. 1 tablespoon. It's easy. I look forward to it. No dairy, no soy, no caffeine, no gluten. Okay? So drop in the comments collagen, and I would love to see your collagen too, and then give you the 4 things that you should look for in the collagen. There's 5 types. Okay? That's the only thing that I'd ever push on every single person I've ever met is, hey, listen, if you do care about the hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, and skin's elasticity, I teach fitness. I've got a lot of people who are bone on bone, joint on joint. Get on this. Holy crap. Osteoporosis, improvement. Not just from the protein, right? Because what's protein really do? Protein does what? You burn 30% more calories. Hooray. Okay? You improve your muscle tone, faster metabolism, less chance of a broken bone. And number 3, it's how, hi Sue, it's how you go, hi Lori, how you go through the feelings of fullness and satiety. Okay? So cell activation is our number 1 stop. We need to stop. We need to ask ourselves 3 clarifying questions. Drop cocktail in the comments. I can't tell you what your cocktail is until I ask you those questions. Meta doesn't allow me to now talk about things open and freely. So if you are intrigued, if you're interested in what it is that I'm using through cell activation, you'll drop cocktail or cell activation, right? Karen, I'll send you that collagen. I just screenshotted your name because the comments are going to disappear. Okay. So that's for that. You can still drink coffee. So she's asking Katrina, you can drink coffee. The only reason why nutritionists are saying that, and that's what mine said to me too. You guys, the nutritionist I work with works with people like, you have like Shelby Sass, you have like the Daniel, like you're talking high end people. They know what they're doing, right? Some people want to go and they like want to buy a house and they're like, I want a realtor that some people are like, okay, I'm okay with the cheapest. It depends on your desires. Coffee is pesticidic. It's the only reason why they're telling you to cut it out. Hi, Roxy. Get a pesticide-free coffee. Maybe you start with the Rise brand. Mine, I used to take L-theanine for my anxiety and depression. My coffee has L-theanine in it. Why? It's a no-crash clarity energy. It's got the cordyceps and the lion's mane mushrooms. Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. I was listening to an influencer who didn't tell this to me, and it elevates kidney levels. You want Ceylon. Mine's a Colombian brew that comes all the way over from the Sicilian, Italy, right? Their soil. Our soil's depleted. It's 2026, and I know it might be a little bit of a depression session. Our food chain is broken. Get the Yucca app. You'll see for yourself. You'll have so much clarity. It'll be so powerful. Just drop coffee in the comments. I'll introduce you to the video that explains what's going on with the coffee and exactly what they're finding through bioengineering. If the video turns you on, great. I can show you exactly how to move forward and grab a bag for 30 days money back guaranteed. More than happy. If it's not, who cares, right? Like I said, maybe there's a coffee in my network I can recommend you to. But I recommend if you're going to use it every day, 1-2 times a day, it should be pesticide free. It should be elite. Okay? So, any questions, get in my inbox. I do want you to know that when you get that Yucca app, Y-U-K-A, and you start scanning your foods, you are going to see an improvement to autoimmune, psoriasis, skin rashes, your A1C levels, blood pressure, because you're going to be shocked at what the additives are doing through your foods. And again, even if it says organic, even if it says whole food, so make sure you get that app. I'll put it again one more time in the comments. Get in my inbox when you're done. Be like, Michelle, I've never had this app. I'm brand spanking new. I didn't even know this. My mind is blown. Like, I'm about to faint. I want to know. Okay? Outside of that, I don't think I have any messages. I'm traveling Wednesday, Orlando to Sunday. I will try to go live. I'll still be listening to my chapter every day. I want you to be a part of that. I want you to ponder on what we talked about. I want you to meditate on it, right? And not like this, but like think about it. Have clarity around it. When you come into food, when you come into drinks, when, is this worth what it's going to do to me? Is this causing me to have A1C levels? Is this causing me to alter my glucose levels? Is this causing autoimmune disorders? Is this causing psoriasis? Think about that and then look at the bottom of an app for a recommendation and just swap it out. It could be that simple. So any questions, get in my inbox. I talk to a lot of people, gastric sleeve cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high A1C, thyroidism, no thyroid, high thyroid, on synthetic, like everyone that you can even imagine, I think I've talked to. And if I haven't and I need to find an answer for you, I will find it for you within 24 hours. So that's all I kind of really have now. I'm headed to go pick up Bella. I just wanted to hop on really quick. I know my story yesterday. If you don't know how to go to my stories, it's the lit up ring around my name. I know a lot of you, 120 people were in my inbox wanting to get that 20 off of the collagen. I put it on there, but you can also drop below collagen. I'll share the video, cell activation or cocktail to see what it is that you should do next steps to go activate those cells to working again. Your hydrogen, which is your hydrogen water, your nitro, the science one, drop hydrogen. I can share that video with you. The coffee, drop coffee. Other than that, we'll discuss other things going forward, but that's what we want to focus on right now. Okay? So, all right, I'll be back. Get in my inbox. If you catch us on the replay and you didn't get a chance to comment then. If not, have the best day. You, my friend, have one right here. You have one, hi Ellie, one fingerprint. No one else has the fingerprint that you have. And don't you think even if you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like that you deserve to frickin' show up and feel unstoppable? Like if you knew that you could drink this can and you would feel unstoppable every single day and that no one can see through you, would you drink it? Because my answer is yes. Yes. I cannot believe what has changed in the last 5 years of my life. I cannot believe what I've learned. I cannot believe what I know. And when you know that you can feel like this versus X, Y, and Z, you're just going to continue doing more of the things you know are going to do it. And before you know it, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, listen, I was on this live and it was on April 8th and it was 11:52 a.m. and this girl shared this Yucca app and she talked about the benefits of hydrogen water and she recommended collagen and now I'm reverse aging. Now I have the best energy. Now my brain fog is gone. I'm not using pesticide-free coffee, so I'm not getting bloated. Like, let's go. That could be you. Look at my friend Diana just texted me. I'm down 70 You know what, Michelle, and I'm 75 years old. What if she didn't come across this? Do you tag the loved ones you have that you're like, wow, I know last time I talked to them, or they've been telling me they're struggling, or they're inflamed. Maybe I should put that at gmail.com in the comments, put at, start typing their name and click their name. Let it notify them. Let the world be a better place. Have some more positive energy. Let's focus today. If we're driving and someone comes up on our rear end a little too close, let's think about what they could be going through. Let's take it off of us for a second. Not I, right? What are they going through? Let's think about when we see people, and maybe if we see picketers and they annoy us, let's think, what is that person going through? Not what I want. What are they going through? Let's ponder on that. Let's meditate. Let's take a step back and think. The T, is this true? Is this helpful? Is this inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Let's be those people. The think. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it nice? Is it kind? Because you are who you hang out with. And if you're listening to rants on social media, hi Sherry, and you're looking at the news and you're hearing the news and you're listening to a podcast, sooner or later you start to become that. Let's change it. Okay? Have the best day. I love you guys. I'll see you back tomorrow for yet another breakfast show. You know where to find me in my inbox. Always welcome.